What's going on, everybody? Appreciate everybody jumping in here nice and early. How is everyone doing today? Let me hold on. Let me adjust my screen right here. Bing, bang, boom. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Appreciate you guys all jumping in. It has been quite a while since I have been live, and I can't be more excited to finally come back. So let's get started. Let's get hyped. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day. And guys, the markets are pumping. The markets are pumping. Today we have double digit moves for altcoins all around. Bitcoin is breaking into new all-time ranges that we've been in before, which is very, very bullish, reclaiming some bullish territory here. We're going to be diving into all of this and more. Plus, try to answer as many questions as I possibly can in the chat. So if you guys are new here and you're not hitting that subscribe just yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but we're about to jump into some crypto TA all through the altcoins, hit some crypto news, and answer as many questions as possible out here. So, guys, let's get rocking and rolling. I'm going to start off with some of my favorites: Render, Ondo, Arrow, Solana, Caspa, and a few others, and then AVAX, and I'll jump into the few other ones out there as you guys start joining in. So I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here right now. Let's get rocking and rolling. Sack Nasty in the house. What's going on, Sack Nasty? So Render, my good old friend Render is up 10% today. Let's freaking go. 10% to just today, back above $6. Let's jump into some TA and see well, before we start jumping into altcoin TA, let's look at the Bitcoin. Let's look at the Bitcoins, guys, because that's where the promised land is, right? So right now, well, actually, this is my daily trade stuff. Let me turn this off real quick. Let me hit my macro stuff. Daily, turn it, put it in here. Bing, bam, boom. All right, let's jump out to the daily. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Very, very bullish here. As you guys can see, this is the range that Bitcoin has been in practically since February, right? Since February back here, we have been in this range between the value area high of 70,000 and the value area low about 60,000, 61,000 about, right? Every time we've broken out of this, we've come right back up and done almost a full rotation, right? Not always exactly a full rotation here. We got a retest, boom, we came all the way up. And once again, we came out, we came all the way practically to the top. Now we came right back out on August 5th was the last big dump, coming all the way down to 48, 49, finally getting this little node of volume here, retesting that zone. And guess what's happened, guys? Guess what's happened? We have broken back into this range, which is very bullish, leaving this multi-quarter, multi-month range with a naked point of control sitting up at 67,000. So the target right now is 67. What we're going to do here is run it up to 67, see how it reacts. Can it hold? Can it keep it running and pumping and break above this range? Or are we going to hit the top of this range once again and rotate it to the downside? That's what we're going to be taking a look at here. That's what I'm expecting here for the next couple of weeks for Bitcoin. Is it too late to buy? Man, it's never too late to buy. It's never too late to buy, my friends. Never too late to buy, because you just never know what's going to actually be happening out here. You know, people got very stuck with the doom and gloom for the last couple of months that, you know, Bitcoin was just down. It dumped down to 49. It's now making new all-time highs. What's going on? We already had the halving. Why aren't we pumping? Why aren't we pumping? And guess what? Well, here we are. The pump has begun, right? The pump has begun. We're back inside this range, which is very bullish. Bitcoin pumping up to 67, even 67, 70,000 up here is extremely bullish for not just for Bitcoin, but for the altcoins, my friends. The altcoins are going to melt to the upside here, is seeing this move to the upside with riding along with Bitcoin, right? And if Bitcoin does break the top of this area here and it keeps going towards new all-time highs, whoo, baby, get ready, because those altcoins are gonna get crazy. They're gonna get crazy. So let's start jumping into some altcoins like Render and see what's happening over there for Render, because Render is one that I'm holding in my portfolio personally, and I have a very good interest in making it work to the upside. Not making it work to the upside, but, you know, for it to pump my portfolio, for it to go up, which would be great. And I think render obviously being tied into the GPUs, into AI, into DPIN, all these things, I think render is a very, very strong contender for it to run up. So look what render's done, right? I made a video about this a couple of days ago. You guys, go check it out if you haven't already. But render came down, tapped this naked point of control from the month of January, or actually from the first quarter of the year, came down to $3, below $3, came all the way to the value area low, tapped at $3.37, tapped out, swing failure pattern right here, started running it back up. And guess what? We came back up to the month of July. We're about to tap the naked point of control, $6.46 for render. We also have another naked point of control for the second quarter of the year, sitting up at $10, along with a golden pocket sitting right in between that. So that's a big overall target, is $10 for render reclaim $10. If render reclaims $10 and holds it, let me tell you guys, it is very, very bullish for render to reclaim the $10 and start holding up here. If we start holding $10, woo, baby. I mean, that's a big pump from where we're at right now. Let me tell you, that's a big pump. I'll measure that out from here, from where we're at right now to $10. That's a 62% pump, baby. 62% pump. And that's just the begin, right? That's just the beginning before we start making it towards new all-time highs. But reclaiming this $10 and holding it, extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. So for people that are wondering if it's too late to buy or not, just think about it. Are you going to be kicking yourself when you're up here, right? That question is so hard to answer because it all depends on your risk tolerance. It all depends on what it is that you're trying to get. How much money are you trying to make with your portfolio? How much risk are you trying to put on your portfolio? These are all the questions you need to ask yourself as an investor, so to be able to answer that question for yourself. That's why it's practically impossible for anyone that's for any content creator to answer the question: is it too late to buy? Is now the best time? What should I buy? Like, first of all, we're not financial advisors. You shouldn't be expecting anyone to be telling you what to buy or not to buy online. Second of all, content creators shouldn't be doing that in the first place. And third of all, it's all dependent on you. It's all dependent on you. So it's very, very dependent that you guys yourselves are choosing what to buy and what not to buy. Because it all depends on your risk tolerance. It all depends on your risk tolerance. So render is looking really, really good here. I really do see I'm gonna wait to see how it reacts when it hits this point of control. Do we see a little bit of a rejection, right? Because it doesn't mean we're gonna go straight up to this upside target overall. We're absolutely not. There is going to be some zigzagging, some zagging and dagging, right, from Bitcoin and crypto in general. So we could have some minor dips, but overall, I think the bullish trend has returned back towards bullish momentum. I think the bearish trend is ending, and the ultimate confirmation will be when Bitcoin finally breaks above this range. Excuse me, guys. Finally breaks above this range of 70,000 and stays up here. All right, once we stay up here and we no longer fall back into this range and we start going to price discovery for Bitcoin, that's the ultimate confirmation. But by that time, right, that's going to be a big move for Bitcoin from here to about here, 13%, give or take. Actually, it's not that big at all. 13 to 15% move, closing up there, staying up there. Right, we've had a few closures up there. We haven't been able to hold above 70,000 for more than a day. So closing above 70,000 and staying above 70,000 for more than 1 to 2 days, getting daily candle closures up there and staying there, extremely bullish. And that's going to be the ultimate signal that the altcoins are ready to rally. They're ready to pump. And, but the question is, are you going to buy before this, or are you going to buy after this and get that full confirmation? It's no problem with buying after this pump happens. But just know, if you buy after this pump, you're not going to be getting probably more cheaper entry points for the altcoins. If you buy now, you have more risk in the fact that maybe we do get a fake out here and we don't get the ultimate blast off. But these are the things that you need to take into context, right? The context here is that Bitcoin is back inside this range. We're ending August here in a week or two. The August is coming to an end. September FOMC meeting is coming. Major odds are in favor that we're going to get a rate cut, an interest rate cut in September, which is going to be bullish for the money printer, right? The money printer turning back on. It's easier to borrow money. Risk on assets get more flooded with cash, and they just keep buying more assets, and it's going to be very good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to thrive in an environment like that. And if we get multiple rate cuts from September to the end of the year, then we're definitely going to see a lot more pumpage. That is what I'm expecting. That is my expectation of the market. Is rate cut happens in September. We start seeing a rally occurring by October time, right? Just how we saw last year, and then we start seeing the big blast off somewhere between October all the way to December, and then 2025 elections are already set and done. That's already done. The big desk is chosen, and after that, then it's over. The market is going to continue running. That's what I'm expecting from the. That's what I'm expecting from the market. Now, could I be right? Could I be wrong? I could definitely be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But that is what I'm expecting for it to happen in the markets. So now let's jump back over here to the altcoins. Let's go check out. Let's go check out AVAX. Another one of my favorites. Like I said, guys, I'll be answering all your questions. So let me know down below what altcoins you want me to cover, look into. What's up, Charlie? What's up, Sack Nasty? Brett and Cockadoo. Appreciate all of you guys jumping in here. I appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes. Let's get rocking and rolling. So AVAX is another one that I did a video here recently, here a couple of days ago as well. So AVAX did something very similar. A lot of altcoins did very similar action here. We came all the way down, had that big wick all the way down to $17, right? Came back, swung, failed 19, retested, and have been having a nice rally. We came above the naked point of control of July. We have reclaimed that. We're sitting above $25. Very bullish. The next major target, obviously, there's going to be some resistance here between $30 and $32. Expect resistance in these levels right here, because it's just been such a heavy level that we've been tested so many times. It bounced off 30 to 32 so many times. So I definitely expect some resistance here. All right, I'm going to actually block this zone out, make it red for resistance. Definitely expect some resistance to occur here between 30 and 32. But if we break above that zone, 37, naked point of control for the second quarter of the year, $37. Bing, bang, boom. That's the overall target. We have a golden pocket up here at $48, which is pulled from the very top to this very bottom. $48.50 is the gold pocket up here. That's the next major target after 37. And then obviously 59, 58 was the local top here. And then we started running into ranges from 2021 with points of control all the way up at $86 and above. I'm very bullish on AVAX. Very bullish on AVAX. Lots of bullish things have happened for AVAX here in this last week alone. We had Franklin Templeton, one of the institutional players, tokenizing their money fund on real world assets coming to AVAX from a Bitcoin ETF already. Then we had Grayscale also launching or producing a trust for AVAX so they can start accumulating AVAX. Extremely bullish as well. So a lot of institutional play is happening on AVAX. Real world assets are happening on AVAX. I'm extremely bullish on real world assets. Subnet technology for AVAX is extremely bullish. There's a lot of crypto gaming happening on AVAX that nobody's paying attention to. Nobody's paying attention to crypto gaming right now. Extremely bullish things. So that is why I believe AVAX is definitely going to break previous all-time highs of $150. Potentially somewhere around 200 or 250. Can it go higher? Maybe, but those are my targets. Overall will be 200, 250. I have to recalculate, see what the coin or the market cap would be around those levels, and inflation rate, yada yada. I got to make a whole video on that, but that would be around somewhat of my estimated targets off the top of my head, because I definitely think we're going to break 150 again, and currently sitting at $25. That's a pretty decent run. Let me tell you, if I zoom out here and I do a quick little measured move from where we are at $26 to $200. It was $200 flat. That is a 655% move, guys. 655% move. Let's freaking go. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. 650. That's a 6x, guys. That's a 6 to 7x. 6 to 7x on your money right there. That means you're turning 1,000 into about $6,000 to $7,000 And if obviously if you've invested more than that around these levels, then you're definitely gonna get more of that. That's my plan. That's what I'm doing. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to go do that. I'm just telling you what I'm doing with my portfolio here. So I appreciate every single one of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's get it rocking and rolling. All right, let's go. Let's jump into the next one here. Let's look at Link. Let's take a look at Link here. Link is another one of my favorites. Been buying Link for quite a while now. Let's go check out Link, see what Link is up to. Ooh, my chart is pretty empty, just how I like it. Let me come on. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's get some quarter one range here for Link. Quarter one, come on, January 1st, all the way to the end of April, to the beginning of April. Let's just say the end of March. Come on. There we go. There we go. We got a naked point of control right here. Boom. Sitting at 20 bucks. Now let's get the range for quarter two, April 1st, all the way to the end of June. Bing, bang, boom. Now we got the month of July. Month of July sitting right here. Let me see. Did this get tapped? Yeah, it did. It got tapped right there. Let's see right here. Let's see a golden pocket. Let's get a Fibonacci retracement here from this very tip top to this very bottom. Boom, baby. It's like magic. It's like magic. It's like magic. Let's get a quarter four for 2023 all the way to December. Okay. We actually dipped below that. So we actually fell below the quarter four range for 2023. We have reclaimed that here in this zone. As you guys can see here, we finally reclaimed that. We had some massive single prints down here, not a lot of volume in October, so just completely fell through that. We reclaimed $11, which is the value area low for the month for quarter four of 2023, which is very bullish. And now we are headed, as you guys can see here, we are headed towards the value area low of July, which is $12.60. We reclaimed that. Where our next target here is the point of control at $13. Between $13 and 13.5 cents and 13.53, it's going to be some decent resistance here. There's going to be a little resistance zone. We'll see how this area holds up. Obviously, we reclaimed that area. We got the gold pocket sitting up here at $17. $17 up here. Very, very bullish for Link. This is just local targets back to the upside. We've also been in a massive downward trend. Breaking above this $18 will definitely take us, even here, just $14. Reclaiming $14 and staying above that could still be a lower high. But if we reclaim 18, definitely the downward trend is officially completely broken. And reclaiming $20 here, this naked point of control at $20 will be extremely bullish. Staying above that, those are targets for Link to the upside here on the local before we start entering some major targets to the upside. Ricky, what's going on, bro? Nice to see you, bro. Yeah, man, I haven't been going live for like a decent bit here, but the markets are pumping. The markets are calling me back. It's time to get excited. It's time to get excited. All this green in the markets. How can you not be excited? Oh, what's going on with Ton? Ton just had a 10% drop. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Appreciate obviously all of you guys hitting those likes, hitting that subscribe. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading to these blockchains every single day. If you want to join my community, it's free. You can join my Telegram, or you can join my Discord, whatever you prefer using more. It's all in my link tree, so just let me know if you can't find the links, and I'll help you guys. If you guys just like to come and go, easy, get quick updates, Telegram's probably the best way to go. If you like to interact a lot more and ask more questions and do more stuff, then obviously Discord probably be the place for that. But let's keep it going. I appreciate every single one of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's see here. Well, let's see what's some. Let's take a little break from the TA. Let's look at some news here. We have been getting some very bullish news happening overall for crypto. Bitcoin surges nearly 64K, adding gains as RFK Jr. endorses Trump. Yep, that's very. That was very. I wouldn't say that's the reason why Bitcoin's pumping, but I definitely wouldn't say that. But overall, crypto is just getting some more hype here. People always try to pin the news to the event, right? I've done that in the past as well, but realistically, there's a lot of things happening that are already happening in the charts for the recent pumps to happen. Top four Cardano alternatives turned $1 into 100. I don't know about that. See, the news, man, is just there's usually never really that great piece of news unless there's like some institutional play or something. Let's jump on over to X. Where's my X? Here we go. So over here, you guys can see some bullish information here. Obviously, the ETFs, Bitcoin ETF saw 252 million in inflows yesterday, highest in the month, which is very, very bullish for ETFs. Check out my boy CVO if you haven't checked him out. He's a savage at trading. He's my trading mentor. So definitely go check that out. Let's see here. La, 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 la. We got good old Russ going at creating their own crypto exchanges to be able to use things outside of the what you call them, outside the United States dollars. They're definitely doing a lot happening over there. Sony launching their Ethereum 2, Ethereum layer 2. This is very bullish here. Let's take a look at this here. This piece of this right here, like big. Now I wanted big in the screen. So Bitcoin supply slash demand, right? Since the 10th of January, which is when the ETFs launched for Bitcoin, 151,623 Bitcoin have been mined. Since then, 294,862 Bitcoin have been purchased by the US ETFs. US ETFs alone. There's ETFs in Canada, there's ETFs in China, there's ETFs in the UK, there's ETFs all over the place. That's outside of just individual buyers like Mr. 100, MicroStrategy, Elon. Let's see who else. The other big buyers that are out there continuously always buying up Bitcoin, right? This is the ETFs alone have accumulated almost double the supply that has been mined, right? That goes to show you the supply shock that is coming, the supply shock that people are not realizing for Bitcoin's running out. We're running out of Bitcoin for major purchases like this, right? Because we have the ETFs alone have bought double, just round up to 300 here, double the amount of the Bitcoin that has been mined in the last 8 months. In the last 8 months. That is, just think about that for a second, guys. Think about that for a second. More than double, or double the amount that has been mined has been bought by the ETFs alone. That's outside of MicroStrategy. That's outside of Mr. 100. That's outside of a lot of major other players just buying, right? Other institutions, other companies, pension funds, all these players that are buying up Bitcoin, individual buyers, right? Like you and me. But obviously we have like Grant Cardone. We have other millionaires and billionaires that buy up Bitcoin consistently, dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, that is eating up the supply. But ETFs alone have eaten up twice the amounts of the supply that has been mined. So therefore, the supply is being eaten up. They're being held long term. They're buying up a ton of Bitcoin. The supply shock is going to be enormous when people start to finally see it. It's going to just blast off when people start paying attention to these numbers. It is wild how much Bitcoin is being bought, and people are not paying attention. Hey, Let me see here. Got a quick question. Hey man, would you be open to hire a copywriter? I can help you with marketing. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. Yeah. So very, very bullish news here. Extremely, extremely bullish to see this amount of Bitcoin being bought up, and the institutions, right? We have the Ethereum ETFs out there. Those are going to be very bullish as well as we see Bitcoin get going astronomical. The other ETFs are going to go astronomical as well. Just the supply and demand alone for Bitcoin with what's happening to the US dollar, it is wild. It is wild. I honestly believe in bottom of my heart that it is more. Do you have more risk owning zero crypto? I'm just saying crypto just in general because I know a lot of people don't want to buy Bitcoin because they're outpriced or whatever, yada yada. You can buy a Bitcoin, you can buy portions of a Bitcoin, fractions or whatever, yada yada. But that's a conversation for a different time. That's going to be like a very long term wealth generation kind of thing. That's not going to be a thing where you make life changing money in the next day or so. Unless you're buying full whole coins for Bitcoin, you're not going to make any massive amount of money on Bitcoin, right? You could, if you buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin at 65,000. If we hit 120, you'll make $1,000, right? You'll double up. So therefore, you're not making any crazy amount of money with Bitcoin, but you are owning Bitcoin. But regardless, as Bitcoin explodes in price because of this demand for it, altcoins are going to follow along, and altcoins are going to explode in demand as well. So very, very bullish for Bitcoin, very bullish for the altcoins. And we saw Bitcoin run up into the 63,000. We saw it break finally above 60,000 here, and the altcoins started rallying up 10%, 8%, 4%. We're having a little bit of a dip now. In the last hour or so, things have been dipping a little bit. But overall, in the week, look at this. Look at this. 32% Gala, 36% Render on the week. Floki up 37%. Beam, everything is up 20 to 30%. Very little bit, a few coins are up 15, less than 20%. AVAX up 32%. Like major run-ups are happening on large caps. These are the top 100. These are the top 100 guys. The top 100. If we jump out into the top 200, look at this. I don't know what Sun is, but you start seeing a lot larger run-ups. Look, RSR, one that I've talked about before, reserve rights up 45% on the week. 45% in 1 week. Pendle up 30%. Very bullish on Pendle. That's another one I'm very bullish on. A bunch of other cryptos just astronomically blasting off just because Bitcoin had a little bit of a rally. Super, another one that I'm very bullish on, up 39% this week. 39% this week, guys. Start paying attention. Things are gonna get crazy really, really fast. And if you're not paying attention to what's happening in crypto right now, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. And you're going to be kicking yourself once again because crypto moves fast and at the same time it moves slow, right? We just had a last like three months have been dragging ass, right? It's just been dragging so slow, so slow. And it makes people jump out of the market, right? Now want to pay attention. Oh, it's not doing anything. Oh, crypto sucks. It's so boring. Guys, people in the stock market don't see moves like this. People in the stock market don't see moves like this. Obviously, there's exceptions, right? We've seen Tesla do very well. We've seen Nvidia do very well. But those are exceptionals, right? Those are exception stocks. The overall stock market doesn't move as fast as crypto does. That's why people are in crypto, because people in crypto can make life-changing money in a decent short period of time of 4 to 5 years, right? 4 to 5 years through one entire cycle. Let's put 8 years. Let's put it to 8 years, two full cycles, right? 4 years and 4 years. Maybe your first cycle, you don't take any profits. You learn a lot. First time investor, you don't really do too well. You invested a lot, but you probably didn't take anything off the table. You grew your portfolio, but you didn't take things off the table. You didn't take profits, right? That's happened to me. I didn't take any profits on my first bull market. I took very little profit on my second bull market. And then this is my third bull market now. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be taking some massive profits. I ain't gonna be holding altcoins anymore, right? I'm selling all my altcoins, no matter how good they are, no matter how good Render is, no matter how good Arrow is. We saw what happened during this little mini bearish time in the last 3 months, that everything melted. No matter how good they are, they will melt. So, not financial advice. I will be taking profits. I will be selling all of my altcoins. 100% of my altcoin allocations are going to be sold, completely sold. Whoa. What happened there? What happened there? I might sell 50% of my Ethereum allocation, maybe 75, and maybe, I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it. But maybe if numbers get crazy enough, maybe I'll sell some Bitcoin. I'll sell some Bitcoin. When would you be selling? I am not looking to sell until 2025. That doesn't like, and when I say that, it means I won't be fully out of the market until 2025. It depends how crazy the fourth quarter of this year gets. If the fourth quarter of this year gets astronomically wild, I will probably take some profits. I'll take some profits on my crypto on the way up, right? Because just how you dollar cost average on the way down with your entries to get lower entries as the market goes down, you should also dollar cost average out, right? A lot of people like to wait to the very tippity toppity, the highest possible number to start selling. But the problem is, you don't know how high it's gonna go. Nobody knows. No TA in the world is gonna tell you the exact top and when that top is exactly going to happen. And it can happen enough. And even if they tell you when it's going to happen and the price, unless you have a sell order on the exchange ready to happen, if you're just holding it in your hardware wallet or in your hot wallet or whatever, you will probably miss the top because the top will happen in a split of a second, right? It'll blast off to a price point, hit it, and then it'll come back. And you're like, oh man, but it was so much higher. I'll wait for a little pump back up. And that pump back up will never happen. So that being said, I will dollar cost average on the way out, depending how crazy astronomical the prices get. Somebody said, "What happened to Ton?" Saw that it just tanked. I don't know. I saw that too. It's down 12% today. Just massively took a hit. I have no idea what's going on Ton. Somebody please look that up and let me know what's happening. Overall, the markets in the last hour have taken a 3 to 4% haircut overall on all the altcoins, but 13% drop on Ton and 10% drop on Not, which is I think the largest meme coin on Ton. Don't know what's happening there for Ton. That's no bueno, let me tell you. No bueno for Ton. Uh, but yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with what? I'll never sell Bitcoin. I've always said that too. I've always said I'll never sell Bitcoin. But if look, I've said this in the past, right? So I've been buying Bitcoin since 2017. Since 2017, I've been buying Bitcoin. So I've bought Bitcoin at $3,000. I've bought Bitcoin at $5,000, $7,000, $10,000, $15,000. Right? I've bought a lot of Bitcoin at those prices, and I've always told myself I'll never sell. But look at the mistake of that thought process. The problem is, if I would have sold in 2021, right? If I would have sold in 2021, Bitcoin hit 60,000, right? Even if I would have sold at 50,000, even if I would have sold at 50,000, not the tip top, right? Sold at 50,000, sold half. Let's say I sold one Bitcoin at 50,000. Boom, 50K. When Bitcoin dropped down to 16,000, right? Let's say I missed the total bottom, and let's say I buy back in at 20. I buy back in at 20K. With that 50K, I could have more than doubled up my Bitcoin position with that one Bitcoin, right? So I sold one Bitcoin for 50K, which was not the top, and then I buy back in not at the bottom at 20,000, and I literally have, even if I bought up at 25,000, I would now had two Bitcoin. So one Bitcoin would have transformed into two. But the fact that I don't ever sell, right? The thought process of never selling is I have one Bitcoin, it went up to 50, it came down, it went back up, it's still just one Bitcoin. The purpose is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. So if I can sell at an extremely high price and we see a 50% drop and I can buy back in after 50% drop, right? I just doubled up my one Bitcoin into two Bitcoin. So if let's say 100K is the ultimate top, right? I'm not saying that is, but let's just easy number, right? We hit 100K, that's the top. I sell my one Bitcoin. Now I wait for 50K. I wait for Bitcoin to retrace down to 50K, which is very possible, right? Very possible number. If it does, and when it does, I buy back in. Bing, bang, boom. Now I got two Bitcoin. I got more Bitcoin. So that's something you need to keep in your mind when people say I never sell, right? I've always said that too, and honestly, I'm honestly, like I said, very unlikely for me to sell any Bitcoin. Crypto Billy in the house. What's going on, man? Appreciate you jumping in here. I'm very skeptical about selling Bitcoin, but I've talked to a lot of people in the space, a lot of large content creators that have made a lot of money in the space, and you know, you got to do what you got to do. The name of the game is to get more Bitcoin. And the only way to get more Bitcoin sometimes is by selling your one Bitcoin and waiting for that 50% drop to then duplicate that Bitcoin into two. Let's see. Ricky here says, I plan on selling everything. Absolutely. Ida says, can you explain what happened to Notcoin? I don't know what happened to Notcoin. Notcoin dropped 10% in the last hour. TON dropped 13%. Very large drops compared to the rest of the top 100 that they're all down like 2.5%. Very normal retracement. I don't know what's going on the TON network, that the largest TON meme coin and the base chain TON itself have had such a massive drop in the last hour. Don't know what's happening there. Thoughts on Aerodrome? Very, very bullish on Aerodrome. If everyone sells, we'll get a hell of a deal in the bear market. Ricky, a lot more people than you imagine sell, and institutions sell too, man. We've seen institutions selling, right? We will see institutions selling again. CEO got arrested. Oh snap! Let me look that up real quick. TON crypto CEO arrested. August 2024. Nope. Not seeing anything. Telegram CEO. Oh, okay. CountyLocalNews.com. Okay, let's see this. Don't know how legit this is. Never seen this website here. Telegram founder arrested in France. Let me see. Oh, the Telegram CEO, not TON itself, but Telegram. Let's see here. Okay. Telegram messaging app CEO Pavel Durand, I'm pretty sure I destroyed that name, arrested in France. Let's zoom in here. August 24th, arrested in airport outside Paris on Saturday evening, was traveling aboard his private jet. Said on its website, adding has been targeted by an arrest warrant in France. Excuse me, guys. Telegram did not immediately respond. So that's why the Telegram CEO got arrested in France. Ugh, what a disgusting country that is. Dang. So that's why it's dumping. That's why it took a little haircut here in the last hour. That news broke and it took a massive hit. I'm sure it'll be back. That's just short-term stuff, guys. That's just short-term stuff. So I appreciate all of you guys jumping in here, smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's freaking go. let's see here. What were we talking about before? Telegram CEO. Yep. Telegram equals Ton. Yeah, I know. Telegram created Ton. Price prediction on Arrow. Yes, Jess. Let's go into Aerodrome. What's going on with Link? I'll look at Link again. I looked at Link earlier today, but I'll take a look at Aerodrome here first, and then we'll go back. Well, Link is already pulled up. Link is already pulled up, so let's hit Link first. Somebody asked about it, and then we'll hit Arrow. So Link here, right, as you guys can see here on the chart, we did something very similar to the previous to Render, which I was covering. Here, August 5th, we had a major drop down to $8, right? Anybody was able to scoop up Link at $8 was a savage. Since then, we've been recovering. We were able to recover the quarter four 2023 value area low of $11.30. We are now reaching the value area low for the month of July. For the month of July, here, as you guys can see, for the month of July, which is sitting at $12.51, we came as high as $12. We pretty much tapped it. It's pretty much what we did. We're kind of facing some resistance here at the value area low for July. We have the point of control for July sitting at $13, and the point of control for the second quarter here sitting right between 13 $13 and 13.50. I expect some resistance within these numbers. We have a gold pocket from the all-time high, the local all-time high, not the all-time high, the local high of $20 back in March, $22 to the absolute bottom. We have a golden pocket sitting here at $17.69. That is where the gold pocket is sitting at. That's going to be the next big major target that would definitely break the downward trend. And we have a naked point of control sitting up here as well for quarter two at $20. Those are the major targets to the upside for Link. Now on over to Aerodrome. Aerodrome is the best drone. All right, so Aerodrome, I made this video a while ago that this is going to be my buying zone for Aerodrome. Between 70 cents and 65 was going to be my buying zone when we were somewhere around here, around the dollar or so. Obviously, then August 5th happened. We had a major drop all the way down to the naked point of control for the month of July. We pretty much almost rotated the full range, and we hit the naked. We front ran the naked point of control from March at 45 cents. That was a huge target here. We front ran it, unfortunately. Does that mean we're going to head back? Absolutely. It doesn't mean that we have to, but if we start heading lower, we start breaking below 61 cents here, definitely something to keep an eye on. But this is my buying zone because overall, these are the targets to the upside. Lots of naked points of controls. One at $1.09, another one at $1.88 for the month of April. We have the quarter two naked point of control as well at $1.09. And then if we do a fib pull from the very top of this move to the absolute bottom, which was down here, we have a golden pocket sitting right at $1.68. The 0.65 is at $1.68 right here, right now. So that is what I'm targeting at for the upside for Aerodrome, just for local targets. Obviously, I do believe this is going to break the local highs that we did at $2.40 and continue moving higher. So I'm very, very bullish on this, on the long side, at the long term of things. Very, very bullish to the upside for Aerodrome. Aerodrome is the largest only DeFi player on the Base network, Base being connected to Coinbase, and them basically doing if you do the parallels, right? Binance created BNB, which then created Binance Smart Chain, right? You've seen how the BNB token has done amazing, right? Base doesn't have a token like BNB and Binance did, but they have an ecosystem, and everything in the Base ecosystem is going to be connected directly into Coinbase, the exchange, and you have massive pumps. And the fact that Aerodrome being the largest and only major DeFi player, and DeFi is always something people sleep on. DeFi is going to explode once again. I'm very, very bullish on decentralized finance, and Aerodrome is going to pump 100%. That's just what I believe personally, right? Alt season is here. Alt season is definitely getting very, very near 100%. Will Bitcoin reach 100,000 next year? I think Bitcoin can hit 100,000 this year. It all depends on how fast we move, but quarter four should be astronomical. I mean, once Bitcoin, look, let's what's going on here? Give me my Bitcoin chart being. Reload, reload. Come on. Come on. Bear with me here, guys. All right, look. We only need a 13% pump to break all new all-time highs, right? The all-time highs for Bitcoin sit right there at 73,900, right? That's the all-time high, 73,900. From where we're at right now to new all-time highs is literally a 15% move. 15% move and we're there. Right. Once we close, as you guys can see here, look at this range we've been in practically all year since February. We have not been able to stay above $70,000 for more than a day, right? Over here, back in March, we closed the candle. We had a red candle. We had 1, 2, 3. We had 3 days, and then we came right back down into this range. If we can do a weekly close above 70,000, holding 70,000 and above, a weekly close up there, that means 7 days, 7 daily candles minimum for a weekly close above 70,000, bro, we are going to blast off. And I honestly don't believe we're going to spend seven days just chopping between 70,000 and 73. I honestly think the next time we tap 73 or break above 70,000, 71,000 and get above this range, it's gonna go running, right? Because we're so close to the all-time high. People are going to go long. The things are gonna get crazy really, really fast. So 100%, I believe that this is going to be a no-brainer. Once we break above 71,000 and we stay above there for more than 1 or 2 days, I think we're going to start running. We're going to start running. And once we get that weekly close above 70,000, that's it. It's game over. It's pump time. It is pump time. And then altcoin season obviously is going to follow along with that, because Bitcoin pumping 15%, altcoins are going to definitely pump another 30, 40% easy off of that. So that is going to be extremely, extremely bullish for the altcoins. So I think 100K is possible by the end of this year. I got Aerodrome at 65 cents. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Yeah, I've been buying Aerodrome since like 40 cents. Aerodrome is, these are my like top 4 picks right now. Ondo, I've been buying Ondo since 29 cents. I've been buying Aerodrome since 40 cents. AVAX, very bullish on AVAX. I've been buying AVAX in the 20s and the 30s, buying a lot of AVAX. I think I'm very bullish on AVAX. Crypto Billy said, Dot, load up on some Dot now because it's going to go crazy if Bitcoin goes. Not financial advice. Dude, 100% agree with that. 100% agree with Dot. I need a dollar cost average in my Dot, actually. But Dot is another one that's I'm very bullish on. Let's see, what here? What other, did I miss any? I said 4, right? Well, actually, I have more than 4. So Caspa is another one that I'm very bullish on. ICP, Render, and Pendle. Pendle is a major DeFi player on Ethereum. As Ethereum pumps and the ETFs buy up more Ethereum, more decentralized finance is going to be happening on Pendle. People borrowing and lending is going to happen on Pendle. Very bullish on Pendle. I think Pendle is very slept on. Pendle, Render, ICP, AVAX, Arrow, Link, obviously, Ondo, AVAX, ADA. I think ADA is gonna break all-time highs of at least $3, which is extremely bullish from where we're at. Let's see here, Dot, like Crypto Billy mentioned, and there's a few other ones out there that I like. I like Injective, I like Illuvium, I like Quant. Let's see here. Solana obviously is gonna do decent. Solana's been holding up very decently. We'll see how high it can actually go. PNG is another one that I'm bullish on. Let's see here. Near's on my list as well. Oh, look, Crypto Billy mentioned Near question mark. Yeah, Near's another one that I'm very bullish on as well. Jasmy, I'm not so much into a Jasmy. Jasmy is just one of those pumponomics. It's very good for trading, but it's just not one of those for me. ICP and IO's price prediction. I have a price prediction. Do I have price predictions for ICP or IOS on my video on my YouTube channel? I'm not sure if I have price predictions for them, but we can definitely check out the ICP chart that I have. I don't have a chart for IOS, but I do have a chart for ICP, I believe. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Here it is. So ICP has been one that I've been following for some time here. It's been doing very, you know, I was gonna say it's been doing very well. It's building a big double bottom right here, as you guys can see right now. Very obvious double bottom situation happening here. Where's my brush, man? A very obvious double bottom pattern happening here. Double booty cheeks, like I like to call it, right? Happening. We have a gold pocket sitting up at $15. We had a very long range for practically the first 2 quarters of the year, sitting between $11 and $14, $15. Very tight range here between 11 and 15. We came up as high as 19, $20, got rejected, came down. We came all the way down to $6. We have a naked point of control sitting here at $12.87. We have a gold pocket back at 15. Once ICP can break above 15 and actually stay above it, actually retest those levels and stay above it, ICP I believe is going to do very well. I think ICP can get at least close to $100 this bull market. So very, very long-term bullish on ICP, short-term bullish on ICP as well, as we see the double bottom pattern, the gold pocket, the naked point of control. Definitely have lots of targets to about $20 for ICP. Very, very bullish on ICP. What happened to VSG? Yeah, so VSG is doing a rebrand because their token is called Vitalik Smart Gas, right? And they took that out. They rebranded to Vector Smart Gas instead of Vitalik, because I thought that was a silly name, Vitalik Smart Gas. Like, nobody's gonna take that project serious. So they're rebranding. I believe they are, since they're working on their layer 1 blockchain rebranding, they're adding all the liquidity to Vector. So that's what's happening there with VSG. Can we see a $3 aerodrome this year? I don't know about this year, $3, but obviously Aero pumped very fast, very quick in this last rally. The last rally that Aero had all the way up to $2 and some change. So if we look at Aero again real quick, if we look at Aero here real quick, look at this. I mean, it was close to its launch date. It launched in February, so obviously a lot of buying. I was gonna say buying pressure. A lot of buying hype in literally a matter of 45 days from practically launch price to all-time high of $2. Right, happened. Is it gonna happen that fast in 45 days again? Probably not, but it could. It could, right? Things can get very fast. Things can get very crazy very quickly for Aerodrome. Aerodrome's market cap. What's Aerodrome's market cap right now? Let's see here. Aerodrome's market cap is sitting at 423 million. Can definitely hit a few $billion market cap. So it could get very crazy very, very fast for Aerodrome. Yeah, very fast for Aerodrome. I don't think it's going to happen in 45 days. I could be wrong, right? I hope I'm wrong. But I definitely think $3 is very possible. I just don't know if it's going to be possible, if it's going to happen within this year. But overall, if Bitcoin starts pumping to 100K plus, things can get very crazy very quick, and altcoins can start melting to the upside. ICP, Chainlink, near for most of ROI this bull market. I think I definitely like all three of those: ICP, Chainlink, near. ICP being maybe one of the weakest of the three. Chainlink being the strongest, near being the second strongest. Velo is something that I'm very bullish on as well. Even though I didn't mention on my list, there's just so many cryptos. Velo is basically the exact same copy in Carbon, same company, right? Velodrome, Aerodrome, they're the same company. They're just on two different blockchains. Velo is on Optimism, and Arrow is on Base. Obviously, Arrow being on Base being a bigger, more usable, more known, more branding with Coinbase network, has a lot more potential. But Velo also had a very nice pump in the last altcoin rally, Velo, Velodrome. If we're talking about Velodrome, maybe you're talking about just the regular Velo. I don't know what that is. But Velodrome overall up 44% this week. Let's go. Yeah, sitting at 6 cents. Velo pumped all the way up to like 30 cents. I think Velo can definitely do that again and much more. Market cap is only 75 million, very small market cap. But obviously that holds a lot more risk and just overall, just things to consider. Yes, we're talking the same thing so much. Yeah, no problem. Scale. Scale is one that I heard of a while ago. I haven't looked into this in a while. I believe it was doing something pretty decently cool. Honestly, I don't remember right now anything about Scale. XYO, I don't follow up on. Um, let's see here. I just came in. Do you think Bitcoin will tap 90K this cycle? Oh, dude, 100% Sunset. Yeah, I definitely think, sorry for not seeing your question earlier, but yes, I definitely think Bitcoin can tap 100K this year. Very possible it taps 100K this year. Overall, for this bull market, I definitely believe it's going to break over 100. Easy. My overall target has been 200K. 200K has been my overall target for Bitcoin. Can I fall short of that? Can it go to like 150 and top out, 130 and top out? Maybe. Who knows? We just don't know. We just have to see how things go. I personally believe 200 is going to be somewhere near the top. I've seen price predictions for Bitcoin as high as 300,000 being perfectly explained through what's the term? Uh, Good Jesus, I forget the term now. Not price appreciation. What's the term when it gets harder and harder to go up? Dang, I can't believe I'm blanking out on this term right now. Uh, diminishing returns. Diminishing returns. Sorry. Explained with diminishing returns. According to all the other cycles and how much is pumped and how much is gone, whatever, and averaging everything out, 300K is still a target. That is not even considering that was done before the ETFs even launched. So the demand for ETFs wasn't even considered in that video. And they were calling for a 300K Bitcoin. It was a very well done video, very well explained, a lot of mathematics behind everything. So could they be wrong? Absolutely, but they had some really good math to explain it. Crypto Billy says we heard 100K last cycle as all-time high. If Bitcoin doesn't hit 100K this cycle, it will be a key indicator for new lower all-time highs thesis. Yes, I agree with that, Billy. If Bitcoin does not break 100K this cycle, it's definitely not good. Definitely not good. So that is something that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. If we do not break 100K this cycle, I'm definitely selling at least one Bitcoin. Because that means we're going to drop a lot. And like I said earlier, if we drop a lot, then that means I can double that Bitcoin or triple that Bitcoin depending how low we go. Do you own any sats? They are on BRC20. No, I don't personally own any sats, but I am bullish on them. I do think they're going to do well. They're obviously one of the biggest. Where are the sats? One of the biggest meme coins on what you call it, BRC20 tokens on Bitcoin. So very, very bullish on this. It's done very well overall. Just a lot of people, it's not as easy to purchase and to buy and sell. It takes a lot of know-how to like find the website and how to get sats and what wallet you can put them in. So there's a lot of like difficulty level, which is what's been holding it back. But degen wise, the degens that know about it definitely make that thing pump like crazy. What is your favorite Soul tokens? I don't have any favorite Soul tokens. I don't like Solana that much. I just know Solana's been doing well. I bought Solana at $20 as a risk hedge, and obviously it played off very well. I'm still holding my Solana from $20. Obviously, I would, if I had to pick, I would pick the exchanges, right? So Jupiter coin, the Jupiter coin is an exchange on. I think that's gonna do well. What else is on Solana? Solana. What's the other exchange on Solana? Darsh, damn it. Not Radium. What is it? I can't remember right now. Tars AI. I've done sponsored content for them. This is not sponsored right now, what I'm saying. But the fact that they're the only AI project, right? They're the only AI project. We know AI has been doing very well. It's going to continue doing very well. They're the only AI project backed by the Solana Foundation, and they also had like a little mini partnership, not partnership, but like they got into the Google startup program recently. They're doing some pretty cool stuff. The fact that AI is going to be a force to be reckoned with in all over the world, right? AI tokens have done very well with the AI hype. They did very well in the last altcoin rally. I'm sure they're going to do very well again. TARS being the only one on Solana, I think puts it in a good position. But like I said, not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go buy TARS. I have done sponsored work for them before, but this is not sponsored right now. I'm just giving you my personal thoughts on what they're doing and what they have been doing. So I think that if I had to pick it would be that Jupiter, and I forget which other one is on Solana, the other exchange on Solana that has a token. But AI, it's just one of those things. But that's an extremely low market cap. It's going to do very high risk, obviously. Houdini swap makes swapping easy. Silent swap too. Yes, Crypto Billy, dude, dropping the alpha. I miss you, man. I miss you. Yes, Houdini swap adds privacy to your swaps, which is very good, and silent swap adds privacy as well. Very easy to swap tokens like any other decentralized exchange, but with a layer of privacy, which is always very good. Jupiter, yeah, Jupiter Orca. Does Orca have a token? I don't know if Orca has a token, but definitely a token in exchange, a DEX for Solana. Bro, check out Grimace token on Solana. I'm assuming that is some type of meme coin. It's not even coming up here. Uh, Input on LCX. I haven't checked up on LCX in quite a way. In quite some time. I don't know what it's up to. Render also very good. Landwolf, what are you saying? Why are you not answering? Well, what was your question? Render price prediction, please. Oh, render price prediction. Well, that's easy. If you head on over to my YouTube channel, if you head on over here, go to my videos, scroll down a bit, right? I have a lot of price predictions. I have render buying zone video that I did 3 weeks ago. That was a great video to watch. I have a lot of price prediction videos. I had one for Ton. I have one for Polkadot. I have one for render. Where is it? I have one for Uniswap, for Sui, for Superverse. Where is my? I have one for Pendo, Ondo. One of my best performing videos, 5.7 thousand views on Ondo. I did that 4 months ago. Where's render? Where's my render price prediction? Here it is. Render price prediction. Did it 6 months ago. Maybe I'll revisit that video. Maybe I'll, but 3.3 thousand views on it. Go check it out. Render price prediction. If you want to know what I think render is going to go check out that video. I posted it 6 months ago, and I'm still confident on those levels. Could have potentially maybe even be higher. Who knows? Fetch AI, Caspel price prediction, Pith, Bitcoin, Stacks, a lot of price predictions I put out there. Definitely go check them out. They're on my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel, Blockchain Crusader. Leave the home tab and go to videos and scroll down some bit. About 6 months ago, I made that video. So definitely go check it out. That is my render price prediction. Thoughts on XRP? Oh man, I love that question. Redman, what's going on, Redman? Appreciate you jumping in here, man. Billy Goattails in the house. Billy and Redman all working together on Billy Goattails. Check out their spaces if you haven't already. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And their book. Where's my link for their book? Where's my link for their book? Let me see. Billy Goat Tails. There we are. Here we are. If you guys haven't gotten your copy, where's my thing? If you guys haven't gotten your copy of Billy Goat Tails, a book produced by the Billy Goat Tails team, Bridge to Bitcoin, for it's a children's book learning about Bitcoin using the giver gains model, which is their whole thing. Go check them out on Amazon, 14.99. Go buy a copy if you haven't already, and go learn some Bitcoin and teach your children about Bitcoin. So shout out to them and everything that they're doing over there. So thoughts on XRP? I personally hate XRP. I think XRP is garbage. I think XRP is full on trash. It's suckered people in to holding this thing for multiple years, and it can't even crack a dollar, even though it's gotten nothing but good news on top of good news on top of good news, that they're beating the SEC, that they're not a security, yada yada yada, that all these banks are going to be using them. They cannot break a dollar. People bought this thing back in 2017 for $3, and it's never even gotten close to that again. And people have lost so much time that they could have been making so much money with the money that they've invested in XRP into other cryptos, that it is mind blowing that people still want to buy this thing and hold it. Even if at this point it does go to a dollar plus, at this point, I would just have such a disgusting taste in my mouth that I've missed out on so much time in my portfolio being allocating money to something else that could have done so much faster, so much better, so much faster, that I wouldn't want to get involved with XRP. But I'm not a financial advisor. You can buy all the XRP you want. I don't care. It's not my problem. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not telling you to sell it. You do whatever you want. But I hate XRP. I think it's total trash. The XRP Foundation, escrow, whatever, all they do is sell billions of their tokens every single month and dump on your heads. Every time you guys get a pump, they dump on you. And I feel like the whole community has just been used as exit liquidity. Um, what do you think about the Fetch AI price in months? I have to revisit Fetch AI since they had their merger, right? They've had their merger. I have to keep up with how that is going. What is that price or that token is at right now? Um, so that being said, I don't really know, but I do have a price prediction for Fetch AI. I posted on my YouTube channel 6 months ago. You can go check that out. That'd be the closest I can think of. Redman says, like the ETH Foundation dumping on holders. Yes, ETH Foundation also dumps on their holders, but at least they let Ethereum pump, man. At least they let pump. Ethereum's pumped all the way up to $5,000 practically last bull market, and I'm sure we'll revisit those levels and much higher this bull market. At least they let it pump before they dump on you. XRP doesn't even get a chance. They don't even get a chance. Did you hear about McDonald's Instagram hacked Grimace token? Same token. We CTO it at 600K and rising. I did hear about McDonald's getting hacked on Instagram. That was pretty wild. And they started selling some Solana tokens that were all a bunch of rugs. Meme coins are just such high risk, man. Such high risk. The only meme coins I'm holding right now are two political meme coins, one on TON and one on, and then the Trump token on ETH. And I'm down on both. I was up at one point, but I'm massively down on. I'm like down 50% on the Trump token, and I'm down more than 50% on, practically 90% down on the TON one. That they need to get their act together and start pumping that thing again. Uh, da, 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 da. Let's see here. I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here and smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Guys, until next time, like always, I'm probably going to be heading out. I'm getting kind of tired. Until next time, I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains. See ya.